That's a wee song that I wrote one night, living right up on the edge of the bush of the Kaimais, and I was walking back to my house, and I'd planned on writing a song that night, and I had a bottle of whiskey sitting at home, and a big storm was coming in over the top of the Kaimais, and somehow or other these words just ran into my head, and the song's called The Storm. It goes roughly like this. The wind blows hard, the rain rolls in, the storm is here to stay. But I hunker down with whiskey and ice, cold haggard songs to play. And as the night rolls in, well, I choke on something green. And almost without thinking, Willie's songs are what I need. They say to fight the demons, I should wear them down. They seem to think they know best as I head for lower ground. They stand beside and they judge me like their whole world's in control. But who says I need or want the help? Well, I'm just on a roll. The wind blows hard, the rain rolls in, the storm is here to stay. But I hunker down with whiskey and ice, cold haggard songs to play. And as the night rolls in, well, I choke on something green. And almost without thinking, Willie's songs are what I need. Well, I'm just here alone now, a prisoner of my thoughts. The whiskey's gone, there's an empty bong, and I think of past love lost. They say she left for a reason, or something I did wrong. But there's no need for me to concede, I'll just soldier on. The wind blows hard, the rain rolls in, the storm is here to stay. But I hunker down with whiskey and ice, cold haggard songs to play. And as the night rolls in, well, I choke on something green. And almost without thinking, Willie's songs are what I need. In the twilight glow I see her, blue eyes crying in the rain. But as I sit and reminisce, well, those songs don't hide the pain. The wind blows hard, the rain rolls in, the storm is here to stay. But I hunker down with whiskey and ice, cold haggard songs to play. And as the night rolls in, well, I choke on something green. And almost without thinking, Willie's songs are what I need. The wind blows hard, the rain rolls in, and the storm is here to stay. It's a wee song I wrote one night about, well, I actually co-wrote this with a good friend of mine in the South Island, Jeff Farmer from Little River, who's part of the legendary band in the South Island, the Coal Rangers. And it's about sitting in New Zealand and dreaming about Texas. And it's called Under the Southern Cross. It goes roughly like this. I'm sitting down here under the Southern Cross. I'm dreaming about the Lone Star State. It won't be long till I'm singing there, living high on chicken fried steak. The best of tequila, oh, and Jerry Jeff's music. The honky-tonks, the rodeo, oh, armadillos and all those girls in Wranglers. But it's a place I've got to go. The Southern Cross, it sure shines bright at night, but the Lone Star's feeling like a magnet on high. And all those dreams that I dream of waiting north of Mexico, I'm packing up, got to go. There's people waiting there that I gotta sing for. I hope they like what I've got to say. But no matter what, oh, I give to them, for they'll get it all back someday. The Southern Cross, it sure shines bright at night, but the Lone Star's feeling like a magnet on high. And all those dreams that I dream of waiting north of Mexico, I'm packing up, well, I've got to go. There's no more waiting for me to leave. I've heard them say you've got to chase what you believe. And from down in the Gulf to those dusty desert plains, I'm on my way to the Lone Star's stay. The Southern Cross, it sure shines bright at night, but the Lone Star's feeling like a magnet on high. And all those dreams that I dream of waiting north of Mexico, I'm packing up, well, I've got to go. Yeah, I'm packing up, well, it's time to go. Adios. Here's a wee song about getting drunk, which is really, it's not a song about getting drunk. It's sometimes it's really a song about other people's opinions of you getting drunk. Yeah, well, maybe I'm drunk, but so was Hank Williams. And old George Jones has tied one on more than a time or two. I ain't no legend, I ain't never made a record, except for whiskey drinking down at my local bar. Well, I drink Jack Daniels, yeah, that's what I do. And if you ain't gonna have a drink, well, I know I'm going to. Don't be self-righteous and tell me what to do, 'cause I'm gonna have one for me and then 10 for you. Yeah, well, maybe I'm drunk, but so was Hank Williams. And old George Jones has tied one on more than a time or two. Well, I ain't no legend, I ain't never made a record, except for whiskey drinking down at the local bar. Well, I've tried tequila and most of the rest, but at the end of the day I always find it's old number 7 that's best, 'cause it clears my thinking and it alters their taste. And if it weren't for whiskey, think of the loving we'd waste. Yeah, well, maybe I'm drunk, but so was Hank Williams. And old George Jones has tied one on more than a time or two. Well, I I ain't never made a record except for drinking whiskey down at the local bar. Yeah, well, maybe I'm drunk, but so is Hank Williams. And old George Jones has tied one on more than a time or two. Well, I ain't no legend, I ain't never made a record except for whiskey drinking down at the local bar. Except for whiskey drinking down at the local bar. There you go. And then there's the result of these things. And this is a wee song that I wrote many years ago now. And I don't play it very often. It was on my very first album. And it's a song that I wrote. And I guess I really wrote this song about Hank Williams, if I was telling the truth. But at the same time, I wrote it at a time when I was missing my own kids. So I think that very much influences the tone. And it's a pretty somber song and maybe a bit stereotypical of country. And it is a very sad song, but it's also, I think it's got a message that a lot of people might like. So I hope you enjoy it. It's called Precious Years and it goes exactly like this. Daddy plays the honky-tonks and he lives out on the road. He hasn't seen his little ones since the last big Christmas show. Blindly each night he goes on and he plays his old guitar and cries on through another night as he wonders how they are. He's a daddy, but he doesn't know how to fill the boots he wears. He needs them to be proud of him, those little ones who care. He sings the songs to make his name and he hopes he might get there. But the little ones just want daddy and he's losing precious years. Drinking's his only comfort, but each battle makes him worse. Last night he forgot the words to every second verse. He hides away until the day he can make his little ones proud. But they don't care what daddy does so long as he's around. 'Cause he's a daddy, but he doesn't know how to fill the boots he wears. He needs them to be proud of him, those little ones who care. He sings the songs to make his name and he hopes he might get there. But the little ones just want daddy, he's losing precious years. He's loved just for who he is, they don't care what he does. But he doesn't feel good enough to deserve his little ones. The years have all passed them now and time has slipped away. They're all here together now, they'll bury him today. And just before he closed his eyes, the last thing he said out loud, I love you both, my little ones, I hope I made you proud. 'Cause he's a daddy, but he doesn't know how to fill the boots he wears. He needs them to be proud of him, those little ones who care. He sings the songs to make his name and he hopes he might get there. But the little ones just want daddy, he's losing precious years. But the little ones just wanted daddy, and he lost those precious years. Right, I better do something a bit more up-tempo now. It seems we bummed everybody out with that. This isn't really that up-tempo. This is a song I wrote, and I think it shows where you can... Sometimes you can take a mix of things and just come up with something you might not otherwise have come up with. And this is a song that... It became in the South Island when I had my band down there and we were playing and had quite a bit of profile. It became very much our signature tune. And I wrote this because... There was a big awards coming up, and I knew that there was nothing really that I wanted to sing at that awards that they would like, and I knew that there was nothing that they wanted me to sing that I would like. So I thought the only answer to it was really to write a song and maybe do something that could meet us both in the middle. And this is a song I came up with, and it's called Give My Regards to Nashville. They booked me in to play in a country bar last night. It's the kind of place you can have some fun when they don't have too many fights. Well, I remember the dream that I once had when they settled up my bills. So if you ever live my dream for me, give my regards to Nashville. Say hello to the Music City, I don't believe I'll get there. Tell them I'm making it happen in the backwoods, well, out of nowhere. Go and see the mall at the Opry and Garth's mansion on the hill. Just please live my dream for me, give my regards to Nashville. Well, sometimes when I'm playing, I just close my eyes and somewhere in the back of my mind I just realize, well, I'm probably only playing in the pub out in Duffield. But if you could see inside my head, you'd see visions of Nashville. Say hello to the Music City, I don't believe I'll get there. And tell them I'm making it happen in the backwoods, well, out of nowhere. Go and see the mall at the Opry and Garth's mansion on the hill. Just please live my dream for me, give my regards to Nashville. Say hello to the Music City, I don't believe I'll get there. Tell them I'm making it happen in the backwoods, well, out of nowhere. Go and see the mall at the Opry and Garth's mansion on the hill. Just please live my dream for me, give my regards to Nashville. Well, please live my dream for me, give my regards to Nashville. Thank you.
Good evening, Dorcas McManus here, and welcome to another interview section of Soundtree Live. Tonight we have the wonderful, great, our own, very own outlaw, country one that is, Mr. Clark Reid. Welcome and thanks for playing those lovely songs earlier.
Thanks for having us.
First question, how long you been writing?
Well, oh, geez, probably about 15 years.
15 years?
Which isn't very long, really, but I didn't start playing music till I was about 30.
So you were a late bloomer in the musical field.
In the musical field, absolutely.
But so, far as I know, you started off in Chicha, down in Christchurch?
Absolutely, I'm a South Island boy.
You were a South Island boy?
Yeah, to the core.
And
we started off down there. We had some bands and we played around for about 5 or 6 years. Just that's all we did.
That's all you did?
And started writing some music. I've always been a writer, but it took me a while before I started putting what I wrote to music.
Right, and sort of getting it out there to the people. You've got a few. How many albums have you got out so far?
3 so far.
You got 3? They're all in sort of the country vein, if you want to box them
pretty
into
much.
any...
It doesn't matter what I do, it sounds country, so we might as well just call it country.
I like that. Doesn't matter what I do, it sounds country. Yeah, well, it's like
it is what it is.
It's what Chris Christopher said. The original Bobby McGee. And the opening lines are, "Hey guys, if it sounds country, that's just what it is."
Exactly.
I've always liked that, you know. This ain't Janis Joplin.
I do songs across all genres, you know. I when I'm playing a show, I can do some AC/DC, but it still sounds like country music. It's like Reid doing it. It's like it's country rock. It's country rock, but you know.
Oh, brilliant, man. You are now relocated. How long have you been up in here in the North Island?
I've been back in the North Island probably, I guess we came back up here around early 2002, so nearly 10 years.
Wow, been back 10 years.
Yes, but we were in Taupo for a long time. Moved up to the Bay of Plenty around 6 years ago. And just loved the lifestyle here, the beach, the fishing, the hunting.
The Bay of Plenty?
The Bay of Plenty. The Bay of Heaps, we like to call it.
Okay, one question we've asked every artist that has come in.
Sure.
And some of them hate it, some of them like it, some of them are very indifferent.
I might be all of the above.
You probably will be. You're going to be stuck on a desert island for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You know, food, shelter, everything else you need. An all-time record player, you get to take 5 albums with you for the rest of your life.
5 albums.
What do you take with you, Clark?
Well, I'm going to have to have one of Merle Haggard.
Yep.
I have to have one of David Allan Coe. Actually, most of it's going to be old school. I'm going to have a David Allan Coe and a Merle Haggard. Just 5.
Yeah. Annoying, eh?
Coe, Haggard. You know, I'm going to say there's another album that I would have to have, and that would be The Wicked Piano Pumpin' Pickett by Richie Pickett, New Zealand's own Mr. Pickett. Rest in peace. I'd have to have a Jerry Jeff Walker live at Green Hall.
Okay.
In Texas. And then I think I would take, just to make sure that I wasn't completely stuck in the 70s.
Right.
I would take, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to take a compilation album of music by the Zac Brown Band.
Okay.
There you go. So, So we got Haggard, we got Coe, we got Richie.
That will see you through the rest of your life.
And Zac Brown Band. I think that's enough.
Yeah, that sort of ties you over in a nice way.
That'll get me through most days.
Now, your first musical memory, do you remember what it was?
Oh yeah, for sure I do, because I wanted to play guitar early on, and my mother was determined that I was going to be a concert pianist.
Oh, that didn't work.
No. I don't even look good in a tuxedo. You know?
Who does?
And so I was sent along to classical lessons, and I can remember this wonderful old guy back in the days when were still allowed to smack their hands with rulers and stuff. And,
the good old days.
Yeah, and 5 years of learning nothing because I was just petrified of this old fella. But yeah, it was good stuff. I mean, but I was never playing the music I really wanted to. But that's my first memory of playing music.
Right. Oh, very good. Well, I think that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to thank Mr. Clark Reid for coming in.
Thank you.
And so check him out. You know where he is available. Gigs coming up quickly. Have you got any?
We're playing anywhere around the Bay of Plenty.
They can check you out on Facebook.
We're on Facebook and clarkreid.co.nz will find us as well.
And people can figure out from there where you're going to be playing.
Yeah, we'll turn up anywhere they want us.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dorcas McManus signing out. Woo-hoo!